the figure in the work. The figures are always women who are exploring spaces and they're sort of looking around for meaning, but they're faceless. And that's because in my mind, those figures are me. And they're not me as an external view. They're how I imagine myself from an internal view. And at the same time, if a viewer is looking at a figure and that figure doesn't have a face, that figure isn't a particular person, it's someone. And it's a bit like if you read a book and it was in the first person. You somehow inhabit that I of the storyteller. So I'm trying to set up a situation where it's like you're hearing other people's thoughts. And the other part is casting that sort of personal narrative into a much broader kind of context, which is something like our relationship to technology or our relationships to nature, say, or what it's like to be a citizen in a regenerating city. That's not only the interior, personal, emotive space, it's also how that sits within a kind of bigger set of structures. I think quite a lot about the audience and how they might receive the work. So I think about what it would be like for them to, say, read sections of text that I've written, or how they might interact with looking at the work. You know, the work is really a kind of thinking space. It's not like it can only be this or only that. It's like life. Lots of different things are around us. So pattern can convey a sense, an idea, a kind of atmosphere of something. And language, written text, can give you a direct message or ask you a question. But the things together add up to a sense of a kind of greater understanding of a subject or a narrative. Just to be considered is really encouraging. It's like, you know, your work becomes visible in some way and your voice is then heard. And I think that's a really amazing ethos of the award, that women's voices are heard. But in some way, it's like your voice becomes amplified because you have this opportunity. And that's really not only incredible, but it's really timely for me, because I've been a single parent for a long time and I've been the sole provider for 2 other people. And this year, for the first time, I decided I'm going to focus completely on my own work. And I made that decision for myself this year. And then being shortlisted for this award happened just after I'd thought that, and it just felt like that tells me just keep going, and that, you know, it's really, really encouraging.